Ah, Sanna madam. Very good chanting. Very good. Okay. Excellent. So we'll start the class now. Okay.
Namaskaram.
Can you focus properly, please? I think you got the wrong focus. Who is doing this today? No. Okay.
Everybody, Namaskaram, Guruji. We are live now.
Okay. Thank you. Hari Om. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvighnam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parambrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Shaje Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarva Lokanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Sadashiva Samarambham Shankara Acharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Pratismati Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashyakatam Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomabhat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Apara Karuna Sindhum Jnanadam Shantarupinam Sri Chandrasekhara Gurum Pranamami Mudanmaham Om. Let's all chant Em Brahma loudly. Atmanathan is driving and attending. Be careful. This bit dark. Very good. All of you chant Em Brahma loudly. Ram Ram Subbu Suprabhatam. Em Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunmanti Dimyaistavaihi Vedai Sangha Padakramopanishadair Gayantiyam Samagaha Dhyana Vastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam na Vidusura Suraganaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Om Shri Krishnaya Paramatmane Namaha. So I'll chant all the 6 shlokas one by one, loudly and slowly will come into memory. Okay, very good. Sri Ganeshaya Namaha, Sri Saraswati Namaha, Sri Gurubhyo Namaha, Harihi Om, Sri Bhagavanu Vacha, Teshamevanukam Partham, Ahamajnanajam Tamaha, Nashayamyatma Bhavastha, Jnanadipena Bhasvata, Jyotishamapi Jyotihi, Tamasah Paramuchyate, Jnanam Gneyam Jnanagamyam, Hridi Sarvasya Vishtitam, Nahi Jnanena Sadrisham, Pavitramiha Vidyate, Tatsvayam Yoga Samsiddhaha, Kalenatmani Vindati, Jnanena tu tadajnanam, Yesham Nashitamatmanaha, Tesham Aditya Vajnanam, Prakashayati Tatparam, Yathai-dhamsi Samidhognihi, Bhasmasat Kuruterjuna, Jnanagnis Sarva Karmani, Bhasmasat Kurute Tatha, Yasya Sarve Samarambhaha, Kama Sankalpa Varjitaha, Jnanagni Dagdha Karmanam, Tamahu Panditam Buddhaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Atha Srimad Bhagavad Gita Chaturthodhyayaha Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yogaha. Om Narayana Parom Vyaktat Andamam Vyakta Sambhavam Andasyantasvi me lokaha Taptadvipacha medini. Om Hari Om. Hardam Swagatam to all of you. I'm seeing a lot of Dampatis together today. Guru Arappan family, Asha Madam family, Sundar Mama, all of you. Very good. The NRS, all of you. Okay. Now we are in the important 4th chapter portion. And please see the meeting note today. There is some special significance. Sri Vidya Rajan also. Very good. Singapore. Very good. Please see the meeting note has been posted. Some new topic we are starting. So, Saugandhi Sridharan, special energy, morning. You all got up very early in the morning. Very good. 6 o'clock. Class. See, for people in West Coast and also Midwest and all, special. Rajan Chellappa, correct? Dhanurmasam, during Dhanurmasam, getting up early in the morning, going to temple and doing puja, listening to Gita, chanting Gita is absolutely amazing. Very good. Mahapunyam. Konjam great da. Konjam advanced time. Katale Pavandan is already looking tired. You see that. If you get to 9:10, you become a bit tired because you're at 3:34 in the morning. No, very good. Okay, very good. Now, I think we finished sloka number 17, right? 17 is over, no? 17 over. Not at over. Okay, Peetadipathi is required. Right? Okay, we'll chant 17 and then go forward. Okay. Atha Srimad Bhagavad Gita 𝐒𝐚𝐫𝐢 𝐊𝐚𝐫𝐚 Sri 𝐉𝐚𝐲𝐚𝐫𝐚 16 only we'll chant now. Kim karma kimakarmeti kabajopyatra mohitaha tatte karma pravakshyami yajñātva mokshase shubhat. Om shanti shanti shanti. You got the Padavibhaga Anmaya for this sloka? Vijay madam la kadachida? Yes? Okay. That means what? What is Bhagavan saying? I am now going to explain to you what is action and what is actionlessness. That means what? We are now getting a new term called actionlessness. Write down. You may be seemingly performing action, but it is called actionlessness from Vedanta standpoint. And Bhagavan is going to teach that technique. Karma Lakshanam. Very good, Venkataraman sir. And then he didn't stop there. Sloka number 17 is an extension of sloka number 16. We will learn today. So 16, I'm hoping fully over, no? You all are on top of Padavibhaga, Anmaya, everything, right? Okay, now, Ashubhat means what? What is Ashubhat? So I'll quickly ask. If two people can say the right answer, I'll go, Samsara. Very good. Very nice. Ashubhat means what? From. Panchami. From Samsara. Ashubham means Samsaram. Ashubhat means from Samsara. See, Sanskrit language, Indumati madam. You need 2 words in English, but you can use only 1 word in Sanskrit. Ashubhat. I'm going to explain today what is action, inaction. That is what the topic is today. At last, we know this. Come on, camera. Candid camera. I found a nice place. We've been traveling, going around a lot of relatives. Chennai, even you want to be alone in one place, you cannot be. They'll keep on pulling you. You waiting to come to my home. You didn't come, correct? Enter careful. Time table Chennai. Very good. Now, sloka number 17 and our Prasanna madam can chant after me. Okay. Sri Bhagavan uvacha karmano hyapi bodhavyam bodhavyam cha vikarmanaha akarmanascha bodhavyam gahana karmano gatihi.
Sri Bhagavanuvacha karmano hyapi bodhavyam bodhavyam cha vikarmanaha akarmanascha bodhavyam gahana karmano gatihi.
Very good. All of you see that bodhavyam, that da and dha should come together. Practice for time, we'll get it. Okay, together. Sri Bhagavanuvacha karmano hyapi bodhavyam bodhavyam cha vikarmanaha akarmanascha bodhavyam gahana karmano gatihi. Om shanti shanti shanti. Very nice. At last now you got very, very smart now students in the class. Bodhavyam has come 3 times. Somebody has pointed out. Correct? That means what? You should learn from a teacher correctly. Bodhavyam we'll know. Okay, should be known. Bodhavyam should be known. So what is Bhagavan saying? It's all karmani prayogam. So Bhagavan wants to say that I told you in the previous sloka, he didn't say that, that's what it meant. I want to talk about action and actionlessness. Bhanuti madam, what is karma? What is akarma? But that is not enough. You also should know what is the ordained action, prescribed action as per Shastras should be known, and what is prohibited action, what are wrong actions to be, or also to be known. I don't know whether you all heard Periva's Anugrah Bhashanam in during Aradhana. I don't know whether you heard. Athato dharma jignasa, athato adharma jignasa. You're not getting like anybody listened? It came on Kamakoti.org live. I was there at the time during Mahaprabhu's Aradhana. So there is one Shastra. Dharma Shastram starts by saying athato dharma jignasa. Write down. So the Brahma Sutras that Vedavyasa has written to know Brahman, the first sutra is athato Brahma jignasa. Together with this, you will learn Brahma Sutram, Dharma Sutram, everything. Okay. So much before Vedavyasa wrote the Brahma Sutras, Sheshadri sir, Suprabhatam, you are in India or in Chennai? I mean, Chennai or US? Okay. Because I'll say Suprabhatam or good evening. Okay. He'll be every place. We don't know where he is at what point in time. Okay. So before Vedavyasa wrote the Brahma Sutras, Jaimini, write down. You should all know all these things. They're all a bookshelf of our wealth of our tradition, of our scriptures. Who is Jaimini? Jaimini was a Maharishi, the principal disciple of Vedavyasa, who was in US, very good. So, principal disciple of Vedavyasa, who learned Samavedam from Vedavyasa. Vedavyasa, what he did? The entire Vedas was one. He divided into 4 and taught it to 4 disciples. And the person who learned Yajurveda is called Vaishampayana. That is why you chant Vaishampayana vacha Sritma Dharmana Seshena. Ingyo ketta. Somewhere we heard, no? It comes from there only. You understood now? So, one day I'll take the lesson on over the 4 key disciples. For now, you know, Jaimini was a very brilliant scholar. He learned Samaveda and Dharma Shastras and everything from Vedavyasa. But before he could study the Vedanta, Padicha Guru Katape Mulka Padikino. Arakorea Padicha enna problem varundrathuke. This Jaimini is a good example. Jaimini Maharshi concluded that karma is the only goal of Vedas. Shivani Burunjugo. Vedas only karma is predominant. Other than karma, nothing is important. Soumya Krishnamurthy, your understanding subject is heavy, no? Heavy subject. See, Veda, there are 3 parts: karma, upasana, and jnana. But before studying, understanding Vedanta properly, Jaimini declared, and that's why he wrote Dharma Sutras. Write down. The Dharma Sutras or Dharma Shastras are based on Dharma Sutras of Jaimini, and these are 4 times bigger than Brahma Sutras. Okay, now the first sutra is Athato Dharma Jignasa. What is Jignasa means? What? Jnatum Michha Jignasa. Write down. Desirous of knowing. Correct about NRS. One who is desirous of knowing is called Jignasa. So, Athato Dharma Jignasa. Let me now do a clear analysis for understanding or inquiry into Dharma Shastram. Similarly, a term is coined Athato Adharma Jignasa. Why should you know Adharma Jignasam? So that you know what you should not do also. That means what? If you know what you should do, you may also be doing what you are not doing, what you're not supposed to do, and think it is part of right action. So Bhagavan is saying here, also should be known what is to be avoided. Prescribed action should be known. Prohibited action, what is wrong, also should be known. Not for doing that. Sometimes what happens when you're in school, college and all, there are some people who are in bad habits. You will be with them. They'll say, why don't you try? They'll say that. You should know that you can be a witness but not participate in that. So that, it is prohibited action. Yes or no? Correct? So sometimes, why did you pick up this habit? I ask people. See, friendship, because of friendship, I cannot break friendship. If you don't follow what my friend is saying, friendship cut jayega. Hindi they say, friendship will get broken. For avoiding the breakage of friendship, you will break your life. Be careful. So you can be friends with everybody, but you should know what is it, what is wrong, and slowly escape. Clear? Very good. So Bhagavan says, you also, all of you on camera, but so many people not in camera, driving, you know that. Okay. Very nice topic. I'll tell you. Dharma Shastram is there in Bhagavad Gita. So Bhagavan is saying it should be known. Although it doesn't elaborate in this chapter, this elaboration will come in succeeding chapters for the studious, serious Bhagavad Gita students. Please don't look at where is Vikarma. Vikarma prohibited action is not told in 4th chapter. Don't dismiss it. You have to study till 18th chapter. Don't be like Jaimini. Don't rush and declare I know Gita. Till the 18th chapter, last sloka, Bhagavan is going to talk about what is right, what is wrong, what should be done, what should not be done. Clear? So Bhagavan gives overall karma. When it comes to karma topic, he wants to say what all has to be covered. So one should know prohibited action also. And Bhagavan won't leave the goal of Vedanta. He says, what is actionlessness also should be known. See, in the previous sloka, he said one should know action and actionlessness. Here he further breaks it up and says that in action there are two kinds. Prescribed action and prohibited action. Both are P. Prescribed action and prohibited action should be known. Along with that, you should know actionlessness. So now, can you all say there are 3 types of categories from a functional standpoint? Karma can be analyzed from 3-4 angles. One angle to analyze karma is these 3. What is right action? What is prescribed action, prohibited action, and actionlessness? And there are other types of angles in which you can analyze karma. Nitya karma, write down. Naimiti karma, kamya karma, then prayaschitta karma, and pratisiddha karma. Clear? Then there is a way to practice every day through Panchamaha Yajna, which is worshipping all the 5 different aspects I have told earlier. Somebody who knows, please put in chat box. Clear? Then when you want to say karma from the standpoint of how it is utilized or emanates from the body, Kayikam karma, Vachikam karma, Manasam karma. Karma analysis da Vedas karma is predominant, but that is not the goal of Vedas. Please understand, the goal of Vedas is Vedanta or Jnanam. Jaimini didn't get it correctly, so he started saying, what? Karma is predominant. Do you want to know one Dharma Sutra today? All of you want to note down? So the first sutra of Jaimini's Dharma Shastram is, write down, Amna yasya kriyarthatvat anarthakyam atadhartanam. Subramanian sir, இந்த ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் வாயில் நுழையிறதுக்கு 1 மாசம் ஆகும். பிராக்டிஸ் பண்ணாங்க. If you practice. Amna yasya kriyarthatvat. What does it mean? Amnayamna Vedas. The goal of Vedas is only kriya, only karma. For studious people like Ram Nam Subbu, traditional dress code, I like solluvathella. Guru person note pannunga. Amna yasya kriyarthatvat. The goal of the Vedas, Amnayamna Vedas. So is only kriya arthatvat. Wherever the words in the Vedas are mentioning kriya or karma only are important. Anarthakyam atadarthanam. Anartham na anna. Anybody knows little bit Sanskrit? Artham anartham. Anartham na anna. No knowledge. Lakshmi madam, chat podungo. Then people, it's a tough topic. You can start writing. I'm okay with it. No, don't restrict yourselves. It's a very difficult topic. Okay. So anartham naka, no, not valuable. So anarthakyam. So anything atadarthanam, which is opposite to action. The episode doesn't talk about action. There is no value. Solluvaanga. Aham brahmasmi. Solradhu illaya? This is a mahavakyam. NRS. No, interesting topic. I'm interesting. I don't know whether interested. Interesting arka NRS. Vedanta talunda aham brahmasmi tattvamasi la varum. What is the use? In Aham Brahmasmi, is there any action involved? Indra Yaswaha, so is there a statement in Vedanta which talks about offering something to some god, doing some action? So they call it Arthavadam. Arthavadam means eulogy. It's not valuable, they'll say. So please understand, you should know clearly what is dharmam, what is jnanam. So when you go to Veda Vyasa, you get complete knowledge. With Jaimini, you will get half-baked knowledge, which is good. Mahabhira Sulruga, Jaimini Shastramna, Parama Tatparyam for Karma Kandam. Karma Kandathukku Tatparyam Jaimini, Dharma Sutram. Jnanathukku Pradhanam Brahma Sutras of Veda Vyasa. One day you will take Brahma Sutra class. Wonderful subject. Clear? So Bhagavan says, you know all these things. For karma, all is there. Very simple. So I'll go into the Padavi Bhaganmaya. Karmanaha. Karmano becomes karmanaha. He, api. He plus api becomes happy. Narya will come repeatedly in many places. He, api, bodhavyam. Bodhavyam cha vikarmanaha. Akarmanaha cha bodhavyam gahana karmanaha gatihi. Clear? Simple. Now, Anvaya. Karmanaha hi api bodhavyam. Vikarmanaha cha bodhavyam. Akarmanaha cha bodhavyam. Gatihi karmanaha gahana. Gatihi karmanaha gahana. Clear? Very simple, PVA team. I won't repeat. Okay, now. See, there are four parts to the sloka. Karmanaha hi api bodhavyam. Karmanaha hi api bodhavyam. Vikarmanaha cha bodhavyam. Akarmanaha cha bodhavyam. ரொம்ப சிம்பிளா இருக்கு. Gatihi karmanaha gahana. It's not very simple. Nah. It will be very simple. Yeah. For even newcomers, it will be very, very simple. Saraswati Jaikumar, simpler Galya. Very good. Now, so what is Bhagavan saying? One should know all these things because the nature of action, I told karma lakshanam, is extremely deep and subtle. It is not easy to understand how karma works, how action works, how action transmits from one place to another, how thoughts get transferred. Recently, I posted on scientific discovery. No, people, the 3 scientists won the Nobel Prize for physics in 2022. For you all not bothered about all these things. You all busy with so many things, right? They got the Nobel Prize for discovering that matter is unreal. Please understand. Scientists are proving. Nah. So, it's not locally real or use. But anyway, so in that they talk about 2 entities far apart can have information exchange. That is action. So, karma, how it works, how it reacts, how it causes. Is karma only physical? Is karma subtle? When you are having some thoughts in the mind, that is karma. Please understand. Manasam karma. And manasam karma is very, very powerful. And kayikam karma, physical. No, that is why we say the more and more you go to dhyanam, you get more power. See, if you're moving from physical puja to mental chanting, then to dhyanam, then be in that state, you increase your power because subtler the action, more the power. Correct? Sir? Grosser the action, lesser the power. In karma PhD, you can get PhD in any subject. You cannot get PhD in karma. So Bhagavan is saying that prescribed action should be known, prohibited action should also be known, and actionless should be known because the nature of action is very, very subtle and deep. No meaning of individual words. Karmanaha hi api. Karmanaha. You now supply the word right karmas, prescribed action. Here karmana. Normally, when we say karma, it means sukarma, good karmas only. Nobody will say do wrong karma. Okay, when you say action, it should be the right action. Karmanaha hi. prescribed action also, api. Api means what? Also. He means verily. Verily, prescribed action should be what? Bodhavyam should be known. Okay. First part. Somebody should know what is prescribed action. That means what? We talk about daily schedule. Now go back. Morning class to Saturday, Sunday. What is prescribed action? Okay, don't get up in the morning, just wear your dress and go to office. Nah. Some people who do that. Nah, Sila state la, sila country la, they use that spray instead of taking bath. After all, you should know, you not get odor, you should look very nice, correct? Dharma Shastra solradhu, taking bath itself is a ritual, please understand. Dio la model la brand la don't promote the brand. See, every action in our Sanatana Dharma from morning is a ritual. Sri Radharaman. For brushing the teeth, there is a shloka. Do you know? In any samskaram, it is there. I will teach you all those things one day. So, even for brushing the teeth is a ritual. Everything is ritual in our thing. So, morning to night, when you follow the right ritual, everything is shloka is there. So, what happens is when you see, instead of, I'll tell you, instead of just idling and doing things, if you remember the shloka and do the action, what is the benefit? Double benefit. Same time it's going to take. Correct? Am I right or wrong? Same action you're going to do. But for example, when you're taking a tablet or taking something, some medicine or some good things for your body, you can chant mentally some slokas. Akala Vrittiharanam, Sadbhavya, Nivaranam, Samastadubhushanam, Sri Vaibhavam, Swamiji, you can say that. So I will teach you another Dhanvantri shloka. Nah, Vijay madam, you chant Dhanvantri shloka when drinking water or taking something. What happens? Mentally, when you are connected to the divine, the shloka, it's a karma. So normal action becomes a pious action. I'm telling you, once you practice, you will know. That is when every cell of your body will become divine. And anything you want to know, how to bring in divinity in us. When you connect to divinity in every action that you do, for that you should spend time and study. And important is memorize, slowly memorize shloka, because you cannot have the book and then drink water. Then either water will go down or will not see the book. Okay. So start now, you'll get it there. Techniques I'm teaching you. Okay, very good. So karmanaha hi api, prescribed action also, bodhavyam should be known. Vikarmanaha cha. Vikarmanaha prohibited action. In Mahabharata, one person's name is there. Vikarna பேரு கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்களா? கர்ணாவும் அங்க இருக்கான், விகர்ணா. Who is Vikarna? Mahabharata. அவன் பேர் விகர்ணான்னு ஏன் இருந்தது பாருங்க. Okay, prohibited action cha means also bodhavyam should be known. Akarmanaha, key topic, subject matter, actionlessness cha also bodhavyam should be known. Why should we know all these things, sir? We'll better go and analyze what is the new release. The Christmas holidays are coming. Pudu padala vandirukku. Adella analyze பண்ணுமே. Why should we analyze all this karma, vikarma, akarma, sukarma, dushkarma? ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ பண்ண தேவையே ಇಲ್ಲ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸತೀಶ್ ಅವರೇ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಏನು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಲೋಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಇದಕ್ಕೇನಪ್ಪ? Please understand. Unless you investigate, understand this, you will not make progress. You'll be doing all wrong action without even knowing you are doing wrong actions. Or even if you're doing right actions, you will not know whether it is efficient enough. And the smartest person is one who gets maximum out of anything. Any good action you do, return should be 200%. Correct? You all want 200% return or not? No, Naveen Venkatramani, investment manager, correct? You should give 200 alpha. Actually, you should get alpha. Alpha in action. Today's statement. Alpha in action. How? Add all our Vedic mantras, shlokas to as part of action, becomes great. That's why you should know all these things. So bodhavyam akarmanaha cha also should be known. Gatihi karmanaha. Gati naka nature. That means what? Every action has got a reaction. Please understand. What reaction comes for what action? Can you avoid reaction, or all action should have only reaction? That is called gati. Means what? Where does it end up with? Gatina anna? Gatina travel, yeah. Gatihi potamnaka, the destination or nature. What is the nature of action? Karmanaha, of action. I think Rajan karma subject reporting the vibhakti. Karmanaha, shashti vibhakti, of action. So nature of action, gatihi karmanaha. One should know the nature of action. Why? Because gahana, the nature of action is extremely deep. Gahanam naka, it is very deep and subtle. Nah. So don't think karma may be gross. But the agency of karma, the ownership, the results are there because you are what you are. Because of what? Because of your previous karma. Please understand. Today, our physical body, our environment, our family, the way of life, our intellect, our mind, our attitude, our orientation, what we are doing, what we are seeing, it's all because of previous karma. Today, if I'm undergoing misery, it is because of wrong actions we have done earlier. Today, if I'm enjoying anything happy, because I have done good karma. So what you should do? Today itself you resolve and be cautious. But no. Swamiji used to say, people don't want to study anything. Simply put Google and type it and say, what is vikarma? Ask Google, what is vikarma? Google cannot say what is vikarma. Nah. He'll say, should I tell you vikarna? Because vikarna enter. So Google is to know where to use, how much to use. Clear? So this sloka is clear now. Sloka number 17. I'll go to 18 now. The most important sloka, 7-star sloka of the 4th chapter. We'll stand now. Prasanna madam. Sri Bhagavan uvacha karmanya karmayah pashyed akarmani cha karmayaha sabuddhiman manushyeshu sayuktah kritsna karma kriti.
Sri Bhagavanuvacha Karmanya karmayah pashyed akarmani cha karmayaha sabuddhiman manushyeshu sayukta I'm sorry.
Kritsna karma kriti. This is one tough word in Sanskrit. Kritsna, all of you practice. Krishna, you're practicing. No. Practice Kritsna. Now write down. What are all the syllables that are coming? K, R, T, S, N. 5 things within a short word. Kritsna. Can you all try? In mute mode. Kritsna karma kriti. Kritsna. Got it? All of you getting it? 5 people can say you're getting it? Kritsna. Kristna varakudade. Krishna varakudade. Kritna varakudade. Kritsna varma. Okay. Together. Let us try. Karmanya karmayah pashyed akarmani cha karmayaha sabuddhiman manushyeshu sayuktah kritsna karma kriti. Let me tell you, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Entire Vedanta is packed into this sloka. You'll be very surprised. Depth of Vedanta is there. Nah? See, Adi Shankaracharya has packed into the Bhajagovindam song. Essence of all Vedanta. Somebody said this, no? Never. So, like that, in this sloka, Bhagavan has packed the entire Vedanta. Rajaji, very good. Sundar Mama. Old timers will know. So, newcomers will say, who is Rajaji? Hanji, Kaunji, Rajaji. I know. Now, see, now this sloka, you need some understanding. To understand this sloka, you have to have some background. If you attended the 14th chapter, this sloka becomes easy. If you don't attend 14th chapter, this sloka will be difficult. Let me tell you, I'm repeating by Bhagavan's grace, studying 3 and 13, 4 and 14, 5 and 15. Together gives you complete, correct knowledge, deep knowledge, and all these slokas become very crystal clear. So, what did we understand in 14th chapter? I'm going to use that. In 14th chapter, the Gunatita or a Jnani or Atma Jnani, Brahma Jnani, what does the person do? The person becomes a witness of the actions performed by the body, sense organs, mind, intellect, and dissociates from the material aspect of all actions. Clear? Actions are done only by matter, and pure consciousness does not do any action. First, you should know these 4 principles to understand this sloka. Otherwise, you can never understand this sloka. Let me tell you. You can listen to 100 lectures, 100 articles, but you don't understand this unless you follow a systematic approach for this particular sloka. Na 𝐒𝐫𝐢 𝐊𝐚𝐫𝐚𝐫𝐚. Even great people, great knowledgeable people also are bemused. So it's not surprised that you'll also be amused. Okay, now, so first thing is, please understand, the Atma, Brahman, pure consciousness does not do any action. Since it does not do any action, it does not reap the results of action. Second point. Yaha karta saha bhokta. Whoever is a doer also should bhokta means enjoyer of the action. Yaha akarta, one who does not do action, saha bhokta, the person is not an enjoyer. Puriyado? Understanding, is it difficult? Newcomers? Na Soumya, Krishnamurti, Puriyada, all of you? Can you answer chat box? So, second point is, once I am not a doer, the results of action will not attach to me. Now, suddenly I changed the term. Instead of saying consciousness is not doer, I said I am not the doer. That means what? I identify myself with consciousness. The depth just. So then what happens? You then are able to see the matter principle very clearly as the agents which are doing the action, and you as pure consciousness are only an enabler of the action but not participating in action. And consequently, you will not get the results of the action attached to you. You understood this? Once you understand these 4 principles, then you will understand this sloka very well. Now, Bhagavan is now going to put bouncer after bouncer, 6 bouncers in 1 hour. Is it possible? Yes, in this sloka it is possible. Now, so Bhagavan says the person, Pullingam, he says he, but say anybody. 6 Googlies down. Google. Very good. Okay. So a person who sees actionlessness in the action. So a person is able to recognize the agent which is actionlessness among the action present around it. For example, whoever understands that I am pure consciousness recognizes that really I am actionless consciousness. The body is acting. So recognizes the actionless agent in action. The fortunate or unfortunate thing is, this is an integrated complex. Rather than Jalapa, it's integrated. The consciousness and the body you cannot get 2 separate things like this. This is consciousness, body. You cannot get 2 separate like this. They are integrated. Are you getting the point? No? Digest man. So, by knowledge only, you can separate the consciousness from the matter aspect. And so, the consciousness, which is actionlessness, the person can see what? Actionlessness of the Shuddha Chaitanyam or consciousness principle is aware. Write down. Seeing means being aware of the consciousness principle being my true nature in the action of the matter, which is the body. So in my own actions, if I am a jnani, I can recognize the actionlessness agent, which is the pure consciousness. When I identify myself with pure consciousness, I see that I am inactive. The world is thinking I am acting. I am working. Are you getting the point? Everybody is thinking that I am doing action, but actually I know that I, being pure consciousness, have no relation to action. Clear? So far, are you clear? How to see inaction in action. How to see actionlessness in action. Then, This jnani also knows that physically being inactive or actionlessness doesn't mean there is no action happening. Physically, you may be inactive, but a lot of actions are happening within the body. What are they? You are breathing, heart is beating, digestion is happening, correct? Even though externally there is no action, but prana is working, mind may be working, may not be working, who knows, right? So, who also recognizes that even though externally matter as the body may be inactive, there are certain matter aspects also working because of the presence of consciousness. That person is able to see potential action of the various parts in spite of external inaction. You see, in the previous episode, or whatever I told just now, the person is able to recognize internal inactivity when there is external activity. And also in the second series, second episode, what they are recognizing, even though externally idle, internally some functions are happening. Clear? This is how a jnani views action and is able to separate oneself from what? It's called escape. I told you, last few slokas have been how jnani escapes from karma phalam. Jnani will do a lot of actions after getting jnanam, but nothing will attach to jnani because the ahankara mamakaram, attachment to the middle aspect, is totally cut off. I keep saying, when you take a magnet and attach a good pin, or whatever that pin is there, what happens? It sticks, yes or no? Then you attach one more to the next pin, what happens? It also sticks. Have you seen? Do the experiment. Like that, you can stick 200 also if possible. You are a good magician, correct? But what is the root? If I disconnect the first one, what happens to the rest of the 200 pins? What happens? Right in the chat box. All fall down, correct? So, what is the root? That first magnet called magnetism that is attached. That's the root. The first thing that says that you attach to the matter principle, that is enough. The moment the mind attaches to the matter principle, then all the actions become attached to you, and you are always swaying with respect to the action and the results. That's what happens to Ajnani. Now go to your ebook. This is go to the ebook, the picture we have drawn. Okay, if you see in that book, we are showing how a jnani recognizes that I am Brahman, I am Brahmasmi. See? So, start from the right, Rishi, that somebody told Rishi, no, go to the picture, this is Rishi. So, cognizes Brahman alone. It means what? Actions are performed by the matter, but that principle called Brahman is my nature. Then, as a result, all the effects of karma. That means what? Who is the doer now? Tougher topic. The doer is a matter principle. Reactions come to matter principle. I don't own up to anything. Second point, separate spiritual aspect from conscious aspect. Third point, others will follow later. The person when acting will not have any jealousy, will be even-minded, will be free from all the shad repose, kama, krodha, lobha. Then reiterating that I am Shuddha Chaitanyam, and finally gets jnanam that manobuddhi ahankara chittani naham, and the consequence, whatever happens to matter is accepted. No asking why this, why that, why this happens to me, and that is how jnani sees inaction. I'll summarize quickly. Later, please go and study in detail, understand, integrate, transform. Now, concept 2, go to page number 7. How does Ajnani, what does the Ajnani do? Our friend, Ajnani is our friend. What does Ajnani do? Ajnani means what? He does not know something, correct? Jnanam means knowledge. Ajnanam means what? Lacks the knowledge. What knowledge he lacks? He may be a scientist, he may be a physician, he may be good engineer, doctor, lawyer, he can do anything. With respect to Atman, he is an Ajnani. Very good. Supply the term Atma Ajnani. So the person does not know something called as Atman is there in the body. Now, Venkataraman sir, Acharya Shankaracharya Brahma Sutra introduction, he spent so much time. How he's trying to say there's something called Atman, Atman, Atman. You all don't know, please. Because why we don't know Atman, Venkat Sitaraman? Because it is not visible. You cannot hear the Atman. You cannot smell the Atman. If Atman was jangri, he could have tasted and said, Atman is very nice. Correct? Atman 𝐒𝐫𝐢 𝐊𝐚𝐲 chocolate and taste pannalam. And spray pannalam, smell pannidalam. Atman on the round. Atman is round. Atman is round, square, no form, no shape, no color, no smell, no taste. Ittadadresham agrahim agotram avarnam achakchu stotram tadapani padam nityam vibhum sarvagatam sukshmam. So it is very, very subtle. So normal people don't understand there is something called as consciousness. In fact, if you look at the video that scientists are trying, they say, one day if we catch hold of the consciousness, achieve something in Ranga. They'll never catch hold of consciousness because it is not matter. It is not subject to any experiments. You can do cyclohedrons on it, instrument to use. It is your nature which cannot be comprehended by any scientific discovery. But to go back to the Vedas and Vedanta to understand pure consciousness, fundamental mistake scientists do. You understand? Brahma Satyam Jaganmithya Jivo Brahmaiva Naparaha. They don't understand. Unless they come into Vedanta, traditional Vedanta, they will not understand. Clear? Huh? But what they are trying to do, I appreciate. They are trying to prove that matter is unreal. It is okay. You know, okay, fine. Let them proceed. Only few people have got a samskara to get it. One who gets is blessed. Clear? Huh? So this fellow is Ajnani. The picture our team, concept team has put always scratching the head. What to do, what not to do. Look at the fellow on the picture. Can you see the picture? Very nice picture. I'm really appreciating the concept team. Huh? Okay, so person is unable to separate matter and consciousness because does not know something called as consciousness there. Look at the, all of you download the ebook. You should enjoy it. Comic teaching Vedanta through comics. Can you get a better way? Such a very difficult topic. They have no handled so well. No? Very nicely handled. So whenever they're acting, they are thinking I'm acting. Whenever body is idle, they think I'm idling. Sir, I'm idling, sir. Nah? In all your software companies, the body stamping company, software bench bench they'll be sitting at the bench, not doing any work. I've been benched. Have you heard all these things? Software people, I'm in the bench. Not bench. That means idling. Correct? Okay. So when you're idle, you think you're parked in the bench. So nowadays they're saying we'll train something. They're saying that's a different topic. So when the person is idle, they say I'm idling. That means he does not know other functions are happening in the body. And when the actions are happening, the person integrates with the action. Now coin the term karma mayam. I become embodiment of the action. And so I get so attached to action that all the reaction also will affect me. Now suppose you do something very well. All the three matas. They do know in the Dharur Masam. Kartala Pongal Vishayam. Either you do know when Pongolo, Sakara Pongolo Pani, you have done very, very well. Somebody will not appreciate. Oh, I took so much trouble. Did very nice when Pongal 4 o'clock in the morning. They don't even appreciate this. Why should I do? Get disappointed. Correct? And somebody doesn't appreciate the food. That's why whether it's good or bad, you appreciate. I'm telling you all the Purusha. Otherwise, tomorrow you will not get food. So when you get so attached to something and the reaction doesn't come the way you expect, you get disappointed. That is Ajnani. Please, it will take a lot of time to graduate to Jnani, but anyway, person gets all the reactions also in the head. In Kannada we say, Satishwara, tale kachkom badtare. Yenadru kuda tale kachkolodu. Very nice word in Kannada. People put it in your head and go on. Oh, he said that, he doesn't love me, he loves me. Oh, go on. The mind is like, a time bomb. If somebody could see the mind, how the thought waves are going, what all is happening, yes or no? Correct? One should look at the, explore the mind and see how the wave patterns are going on. Earthquake, volcano. Please understand, unless you get Jnanam properly, you'll go through the cycle again and again. Understand Gita properly. So the person thinks I am the doer. And obviously, when I am the doer, I want to see. I like this, I don't like this. Called Ragam and Dvesham. Likeness and dislike, like and dislike is very strong in the person. And so, whatever action will come back. What goes around will come back. Every action has got an equal and opposite reaction. Reaction also, you undergo the misery, because 99% people are not going to appreciate. Correct? Rangarajan doctor. Vrinda madam. யாராவது நல்லா சமைச்சிருக்கீங்கம்மா, என்ன அன்னதாதா சுகி பவஹா சொல்லணும், பவா சொல்லக்கூடாது. சொல்றாங்களா யாராவது? Nobody will say. Swamiji சொல்லுவார், என்ன வெங்கட்ரமணி, so if you're going to go to social service, you should be thick-skinned. You will organize a big annadhanam for 1,000 people. You will serve everything. And Swamiji used to serve. One fellow will comment, என்னையா சாம்பார் பண்றீங்க, உப்பு புளியே இல்லையே, I'm getting free food. He'll comment. So what? You should not get affected. Okay, Narayana. Unless you know how to dissociate from people's reaction, you will not, you will get consumed by people. People are there only to consume you. Don't worry about it. You do good action. You are getting the point, all of you? You do the right, but you should do right action. You should not do wrong action and say, I'm doing right. That is why you should know what is prohibited action also. So they says that. And so I leave you with one small portion of Acharya's Bhashyam without Sanskrit, only English I'll say. It's a wonderful example. In a Rutuj Raval, he didn't use the word exactly like what I'm telling you. I'm telling more for your understanding. When you're all traveling in a train, have you all gone in a train or at any point in time? You're sitting in the train. When you look outside, you will think that the road is moving, the trees are moving. Yes or no? You will think you are stable. That thought comes to your mind or not? Yes or no? When you're driving, when you're observing, Acharya used the word river and boat. River, when you're going through a lot of trees are there in the banks. The person thinks the trees are moving, but actually this person is moving. Relative motion, correct? So, even though this person is acting, he thinks he is inactive, and the other thinks is inactive is acting. Ajnani is seeing what? Action in inaction. So when you are conscious that I am the stable person, sitting in the vehicle that is actually moving, and the external tree and thing are actually stable, only I reach them, I pass them, because of which is the illusion that I'm getting that they are traveling. You are not able to separate out which is the moving agent, which is the non-moving agent. Clear? Are you getting the point? For that, what is required? Awareness. That the external one is stationary, I am sitting on a moving train. Clear? Similarly, the awareness that I am consciousness is not doing any action, but the matter around is doing action, is very subtle. It is not a physical thing. Tree is outside, you are inside the train, so that two physical entities easy to cognize. But within your body only, there is one fellow who is inactive. Chetan Sharma, the person is also doesn't have any body. Ashariram sharireshu anavaspeshu avasthitam mahantam vibhumatmanam matvadhirona shochati. Should know the person. That is knowledge, jnanam. Please understand. And that is the goal of life. Clear? So far clear? Now I'll do Peetadipathi for this sloka and then we'll close. Okay. Karmani. All of you should do some homework in the weekend. Karma Shabdatuk study the Vibhakti table. Can you post it today? Can somebody help post that? Karma Shabda table. Karmani. Akarma. Yaha pashyet. Akarmani cha karma yaha. Okay. Saha. Saha. Visarga is required. Oh. Vyanjana comes before Visarga, Vyanjana will disappear. Saha buddhiman manushyeshu saha yuktaha kritsna karma kriti. One word. Clear? So Bhagavan says, I'll give the running meaning, then I'll do Peetadipathi Anvaya. Okay. Person who sees actionlessness of the self in the action of the matter principle, and who sees potential action of the matter, even though the matter is idle, he is the most wise among people. So, why is the person wise among people, Ranjalappa? Because he has got Atma Jnanam. Person is able to recognize the Atma Tattvam present in the individual. So, Bhagavan says, who can see action in inaction and inaction in action is wise among all people. If you want to be given title, wise man, the word English wise is very dangerous. WASC vice. Na Priya madam, correct avada? VISC no vice. Correct? So careful. So wise means here the knowledgeable, good. No, the most knowledgeable among people who's got wisdom. And Bhagavan calls him a yogi. Yuktaha. Here yogi means what? Excellence in all action. So a person is excellent in doing all actions whenever acting. Also reach the pinnacle of jnanam. So he's a jnana yogi. And also kritsna karma kriti. Kritsna means write down. Complete. The word kritsna means complete. Whatever to be done has been done. Kritsna karma means what? Whatever has to be done in life. That means what? So you got a lot of agenda in life, correct? I am born, I had to go to school, I had to get college, I get degree, then I had to get job, I had to get married, children get settled down, study properly, children get married, retirement, all the planning you're doing, right? No, correct? Yes or no, Ritwich? You do the planning, but you should know it is our matter. You should know I have understood Brahma, speak Jnanam I have got. So I attained the goal of life. Rest are all what? What do you call that? Nataka. Drama. Now Puriyadu Malati madam, correct? He's a little drama. No, say that, no? So please understand, when you get jnanam, everything becomes drama. You yourself are an actor in the whole world, and so you do your job properly. So person Bhagavan says, this person has accomplished everything. Even though there are 100 items to be accomplished, this person has already accomplished everything. Why? Because the person does not need happiness by doing something, achieving something, achieving some goal. The goal orientation is required. Goal orientation is required, planning is required, execution is required. But I am not going to become happy or fulfilled because of that particular goal or action. I am already full. I am acting because I am full. I am not acting to get fullness or getting completeness. You have to listen to this lecture 3-4 times to get more details. So Anvaya I will do. Saha yaha pashyet. Akarma karmani. First group. So I told you every chapter, every sloka break into 3-4 groups. First group is Saha yaha pashyet akarma karmani. Second group. Cha yaha karma akarmani. So nice, Shantishri. Akarma karmani. Karma akarmani. Akaramna marradhu. I don't know whether you're able to look at it. Very, very subtle. In the first group is akarma and karmani. Second group, it is karma and akarmani. Are you getting it? Are you getting it? Second group is chayaha karma karmani. Third group, buddhiman manushyeshu. Add the word saha. Buddhiman manushyeshu. Third group. Fourth group, saha yuktaha krishna karma krite. So now if you break this sloka into 4 different groups, analyze, you will get the master of sloka number 18. So you know meaning now? Or you got the Anvaya now clearly? Very nice. Okay. So now go one by one. Saha yaha pashyet. He who sees. Saha is Lingam. So whoever sees. Pashyet doesn't mean literally seeing. Pashyet means cognizes. Write down. Pashya literally means seeing, but who cognizes? Aware. Aware of what? Akarma. Actionlessness. Supply of the Atman. Actionlessness is not told of what. You should write down in bracket. Actionlessness of the Atman. Karmani. In the action supply of the body. You know what you're getting, no? So I am seeing not the actionlessness of the body when it is acting. Are you clear now? Bharati madam, I am seeing the actionlessness of my pure conscious nature. It's the enabler of all actions, and the acting agent is the body, which is matter principle. Please come to 14th chapter, you'll get more clarity. Okay. So he who sees actionlessness of the Atman in the action of the body. First point. Clear? You understood? Clear? Venkat Sitaraman, how to see actionlessness in action? Now this will be going in your mind. Karmani akarmaya pashyat akarmani karmanaya. What is action, inaction, action, action? Let us leave it. No? So confusing, correct? So who is able to cognize the pure consciousness in the, which is also what? Integrated to the body. That is the difficult part, right? திடீர்னு வந்து என்ன இது ஜாங்கிரி ஜிலேபி இது பஜ்ஜி இது போண்டா தனியா பிரிச்சு சொல்லிட்டா ஈஸியா இருக்குமே. பாய் ஒரு அத்தர ஈஸி இல்லவா? பாடி அண்ட் கான்ஷியஸ்னஸ் தேர் இன்டகிரேட்டட். You are getting the point? So I keep saying, Venkatram sir, coffee example கொடுத்துடலாமா? After mixing decoction with milk, after all you ask, I want milk separately, decoction separately, will you get it from that? From that coffee you cannot get. Separately you கொடுக்கலாம். அந்த மாதிரி it's mixed already. You should know. You will know that there is decoction in the milk, but you don't know this consciousness is also there part of the body. That is the beauty, correct? So, person who sees actionlessness of the Atman in the action, karmani, here, Saptami, karmani in the action, supply of the body, chayaha, and, cha means and, yaha, whosoever, he, that person, supply the word, pashyet, chayaha pashyet, supply the word pashyet, sees what? Karma, action, supply the word potential action. That means there is some action. Akarmani, in the inaction of the body. So, as I said, no, sir, I am not doing any work, sir. I am idle, sir. Simply nothing is happening, sir. What is happening? Nothing is happening. Something is happening, by. There are other actions happening within the internal faculty. So, also able to recognize that what matter will never be in the same state always. Write down those principles. Matter will continuously go on undergoing changes. Every cell is undergoing transformation. Correct? Science is saying in body, as they say, thousands of cells are created and destroyed continuously. Do you know that? Rangarajan doctor, correct? Doctor is there in the class today. So many cells are getting created, destroyed continuously. You cannot say nothing is happening. So a lot of action is happening, even though seemingly idling. So the person is able to see potential action. What? Akarmani, in the inaction of the body also there is action. That means what? The person is crystal clear about the consciousness aspect and the matter aspect. Matter will always be in action, entropy, change, continuous, no changes will happening. And the pure consciousness continuously always inactive, never ever inactive. Now it's more clear, I think. So the person knows which is the agency that is doing action, which is not doing action. Come to 14th chapter, Gunatitaha. Person goes beyond the matter principle, explained beautifully. 14th chapter, able to cognize action in the potential inaction of the body. That person is called Buddhiman. Buddhiman na wise man, man of wisdom, person of wisdom, Dhanavan, no, Nitiman, Buddhiman, correct? So Dhanaman solla kodade. Dhanavan solno, correct? Jnanavan, Bahunam Janmana Mante, Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate, Vasudeva Sarvamiti, Mahatma Sadur. Or word good thing na sloka vandrunno. Any word you say that particular Gita sloka should come. Jnanavan yaro podanga. Jnanavan podakudade. Jnanavan podno. Undida Sanskrit. Jnanavan. Very good, Venkataraman. So, Buddhiman. So, Bhagavan gives title. If you want to be called wisdom, man of wisdom, person of wisdom, woman of wisdom, whatever you want to call, what should you be able to do? Should be able to perceive inaction in action, action in action. Then, Manushyeshu, among all men. Among all men, he is the wisest person. And there's no competition. Now, Rutvij, it's not like FIFA World Cup. Only one person wins the cup. This wise person, everybody is eligible. Rutvij also can become Buddhiman. Srini Swami also can Buddhiman. You know, also I'm seeing the picture, I'm saying the names according to what I'm hearing the Zoom. Now, Venkatram, everybody can be Buddhiman. That is why there is no competition for moksha. There is something called only one person can get moksha. Anybody who puts the effort will get moksha and become jnani. That's why there's no competition in Vedanta. Vedanta only should not fight with each other. So, wise people among men. Then further Bhagavan expands. Saha yuktaha. The word yogi comes the word yuktaha, means excels in all actions. Why does the person excel in all actions, Hodamani? Because nothing is no bothering the mind. Have you not seen when nothing bothers the mind, you are perfect and very good in action? Yes or no? You make right decisions. Your reactions are correct. You don't get colored. Colored view doesn't come. Saha yuktaha. And what? This is the final icing on the cake. Kritsna karma kriti. Kritsna means complete. Karma means all actions. Kriti means has been done. So accomplished. So the person who has accomplished everything that is to be done, you may be saying, sir, he's only 25-year-old, sir. Nah, he has to do so many things for the next 70 years. He's still to do so many things. Guru Arpan, sir. A person becomes jnani at 21. No, 70 years. There's so many things he has to do. What is doing? Matter is doing. I am not doing. That is a jnani. Will do and say I have not done. But be very careful. Don't do wrong. That is why Bhagavan said, you should know what is wrong thing also. Don't do wrong things and say I didn't do. Then police will catch you and put it in a place and say, anyway, you're not suffering, right? Body only is suffering. Police also from jnani. Police will find then the punishment is for the body only, not for you. Be careful. Now, potentially very good slokas should be understood properly and applied properly. Don't apply this in Vyavaharam. It is all in the mind, internal faculty, not external. So, Kritsna karma kriti. One has accomplished everything. So, you don't need to worry. A lot of people, my daughter should get good husband, marriage, alliance, husband, wife should get good girl. So many problems. Admission, we should get in good university. Whatever is done, please keep doing the job. But don't worry. Be jnani. You should be wondering what all to do in life. Thinking, no, nothing. Everything automatically. Let me tell you. Bhagavan is saying, what? I have done everything. You are only an agent. Correct? So please understand. Have that faith that everything is ordained properly. It will happen, provided you stick to Bhagavad Dharma and do correctly. Clear? So I'll stop here. So let our chanter come for the day and chant nice slokas. The second chapter, what slokas are coming? Wonderful slokas. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. All of you, please chant. The chanting session last 3-4 minutes is for you to join. Who is the chanter? Please join today and chant, please. Hari Om Tat Sat Narayana. Archana madam. Good morning, madam. Chant panunga. Very nice. Please chant.
Namaskaram.
Okay.
Avinashitu tadvidhi yena sarvamidam tatam vinashamavyyasyasya nakaschit kartumarhati antavanta ime dehaha nityasyokta sharirinaha anashino prameyasya tasmadhyudhyasva bharata ya enam veti hantaram yaschainam manyate hatam ubhautau na vijanitah nayam hanti na hanyate na jayate mriyate va kadachit nayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuyah ajo nitya shashvato yam puranah na hanyate hanyamane sharire veda vinashanam nityam ya enamajamavyayam katham sapurushah partha kam ghatayati hantikam vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya navani grinhati naroparani तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णानि अन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि नैनं छिन्दन्ति शस्त्राणि नैनं दहति पावकः न चैन क्लेदयन्त्यापः न शोषयति मारुतः कृष्णार्पणमस्तु
7 slokas over. Very nice. Nice chanting, Archana madam. Very good. When did you learn all this Gita? Very early in life?
இல்ல மாமா இப்பதான் ஒரு last 2 years
very good. COVID effect of COVID. Okay, very nice chanting practice. Very good, very nice. Now all of you also attend the classes. See, as I keep saying, chanting is first level. Knowing meaning, correct? See, all the slokas you chanted, now you understand from this karmane akarmaya pashyet, actually is told in different way. Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavakaha, na chainam kledayantyapaha, na shoshayati marutaha. It is consciousness principle which cannot get affected. Very nice chanting, and practice well and become lead chanter. Ask our team to nominate you and chant full chapter. As I told, as we go forward, lead chanters can use about 8-10 minutes for chanting and 3-4 minutes for discussion on meaning. They keep saying meaning is very important. Meaning is transformational. So, for getting more clarity on separating matter from consciousness, what should you do, Guru Arpan sir? Come back to the class within 11 hours and study the final portion. So I'm going to make one promise. We'll complete the 14th chapter and start the wonderful chapter, 15th chapter called Purushottama Yoga. Correct? Very nice. So Purushana enna? There are 3 types of Purusha. Sometimes you give that teaser, no? Kshara Purushaha, Akshara Purushaha, Uttama Purushaha. One Purusha irukku namukkulla enna kandupidipom. Okay, clear? Interested or not? Indha mathiyala varanum. For US people easy because evening only. India people kaathala 4 manikku endu NRS ella dhanurmaasa poojalam mudichittu ukandirala. Correct? Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Tatsate. Krishna 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 Shubhamastu. Samasta San Mangalani Bhuntyate. Hari Om Narayana. 11 hours from now we'll meet. Okay. Thank you. Narayana.